Hi, everyone. It's Martha Cherian, and I hope everyone is doing well. It is Monday, and I'm here for our Facebook Live for training for Karatbars. So I just want to give it a few minutes because I know that it takes like a minute or two for the notifications to go out. I'm just trying to get more of an audience live. Now, obviously, if you're watching it live, I'll see you. But if you watch it on the replay, just hit replay, hashtag replay when you reply, just so I know. And I know it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and a lot of people are working, but, with all of this wonderful technology, you can all watch it later. And I am going to be posting it on our YouTube channel, begingoldtv.com. Who's ever on here, can you just let me know, can you hear me loud and clear? I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Just put yes. I have no music today. Oh, and also, so we had a technical issue Friday, and I had Abe made these beautiful slides and we couldn't use them. And then all weekend we looked around and we found something, but it is a little bit of a learning curve, and I'm probably going to be able to use it tomorrow, just not today. So today it's just me talking again, but tomorrow hopefully you'll have a much better presentation. Okay, so I want to just now remember that there are going to be 2 parts to these videos. The first part is for newer people that maybe haven't joined yet, so people that bring people here, they want to know a little bit more about the company, to show them also that there is support. And then this is for people that are already with Karatbars, that are having a little problem, getting people to join, to promote it. So there's 2 parts of this video. So I just want to start off by saying that up front, who this information is for. So I'm going to go through the formal thing. Okay, so if you're a Karatbars member in our team, then this is definitely obviously for you, because I'll be covering the latest updates, upcoming events, and I want you to invite your team members that you're bringing on here so they can get a little bit more information also. Now, if you're new, this information is going to be for you if you want to protect the value of your savings, accumulate generational wealth by saving in gold and gold-backed crypto, and if you're looking for a steady or weekly or monthly income, so to say. So I just want to let you guys know a little bit about Abe and I, and how we got to this point also. So I want you to understand that we're not business opportunity junkies. We don't jump from like one opportunity to another. We both weren't born into rich families. Both of our parents worked, and money was always, tight. They had just enough for everything. Sometimes struggled, obviously, a little bit, like a lot of people do. We both had menial jobs. We worked door-to-door sales. That's how we met, actually. Abe does have 4 years of school. My mom got sick, so I didn't end up going to college. I hung back, and I took care of her. Eventually, my mom did pass away, and I also never went back to school. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, good or bad. But back then, a few years ago, it was much easier. Today, it's a little different. So we were selling door-to-door. Actually, we were doing AT&T phones at the time. Door-to-door, 100 people a day, seeing 100 people a day. And if you got 10 out of that, that was good. So, but we kind of got tired of the rat race and doing all that. So it kind of forced us into responsibility. And we wanted to, create our own future, not have somebody else dictate it to us. So to make a long story short, we've been doing, we started a business in 1999, our own online marketing company. And we've been doing that ever since. And well, actually for 20 years now. So we stuck with it. We've had ups and downs. We always stick with something no matter what, because we know that eventually it's going to get us to where we want to be, which it has. So in 2008, when the big crash happened, and I know it affected a lot of people, we actually lost all of our retirement savings. And subsequently, what happened in 2010 was we had some real estate property. We lost all that too. These were investments that we made. So it was rough, but we built it back up. So we got back on our feet like a lot of people did. we didn't jump the ship and join all these bunch of programs just to get some money in that. No, we stuck with what we really wanted to do, but we were always searching for something else. And that's when Karatbars kind of a video came about, and we watched it, and that's what, you know, that's what kind of snagged us into the business, and we believe in it. You know, we stick by it and we believe in it 100%. So now there are so many different ways. There's about 7 or 8 ways that you can, and there's more coming actually. So I don't even like to use the word 7 anymore, but there's actually more ways, and there's more coming that you can actually earn with Karatbars and get the freedom lifestyle that you want. So one is to save, to just take some of your currency and turn it into gold. That's one. So you're going to save in gold. You want to put your money into something that's going to earn you a residual income every month, because that's really, really important. And like new technology. So Karatbars has all of that. So that's one of the great reasons why we love Karatbars, and so do a lot of other people. The best part and the most unique thing about Karatbars is that they're the only company that pays commissions and all of your earnings to a beneficiary. So if you're working, you know, if you're a business, I shouldn't say working, if you're a business partner with Karatbars, and God forbid something happens to you and you're married or with a girlfriend, whoever you put down as your beneficiary, if you have built up a nice size organization, I say organization, I mean like your team within Karatbars, your spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, will still get that every week. That's one great thing about Karatbars, and I don't know of any other company that does that. And that was another thing that really, you know, clinched it with us also. So it's definitely something to think about. So, you know, people say, I don't have an insurance policy. Well, you can't get better than that, and that's from your own efforts, which is even better, you know. So, and this is people that are going to be working, you know, in your organization, and they'll still be earning from it. So I don't want to go over all the details with Karatbars in this video, because I want to get to the main thing, which is the training here, because I know that's what a lot of people in all organizations, but in Karatbars, you know, you really do. Some people are having a little bit of a hard time with that. So I'm going to be picking apart certain things every day, and we're going to, you know, really get into it, to the nuts and bolts of it. But so, you know, if you came here on your own, just whoever brought you here, get back with them and sign up with them. If you're here because you've seen one of my other videos or whatever, obviously we have sign up links in all of our videos. So, you know, please do that. Now, remember, Karatbars is been around since 2011. It is a debt-free company, and the assets are over $1 billion. So that says a lot about the company and the man who runs it. Harold Seitz is the CEO, and you're going to be hearing a lot about him, obviously, because he is a visionary. So what I want to get to now is the marketing of your Karatbars business. There are a lot of people in Karatbars that are earning a 6-figure income. So I really want you to listen up on this, okay? Abe and I have done marketing. We work for marketing companies, and there's something called KISS, K-I-S-S, and it's called Keep It Simple, Stupid. Don't complicate Karatbars. It really is actually a very simple business. Everything with Karatbars always goes back to the gold. It's all about the gold. So gold is money. So obviously the product is money, right? So that's why it's like really, really simple. And I really feel like people complicate it when they try to explain Karatbars. And I know there's people out there that know how to explain it. And, you know, those are the ones that are doing 5 to 6 figures. So that's what we want to do for you here with the training. We want to make sure that when you talk to people about Karatbars, you're explaining it right, because you don't want to, you really only get one chance. So if you get the one chance and you don't do it right, you can lose them, you know, or they'll go with someone else. And that's a whole other video. But you really have a chance to make a great living with Karatbars. So listen up, and let's get to the marketing part of it today. Okay, I have some notes here that I'm looking at, and you know, thanks for anybody that's on here that isn't showing, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. We are sharing this. We have it on Begin Gold, which is our business page, but we're also sharing it on our group, Karatbars Begin Gold Team. So enough about that. Let's go back to today, marketing. Okay, attracting people to you. This is a huge thing, and what I'm going to be talking about today. Now remember, we're doing this Monday through Friday, okay? So every day we're going to have something else on this topic. But today we're going to talk about Facebook, because a lot of people with Karatbars are on Facebook, and I wish I had the slides, because I maybe tomorrow if I can get it. I want to show you some good posts by people. Now this is the thing, okay? You want to attract people to you. So today we're going to talk about how to properly market on Facebook to attract people to you, okay? Now you have to say, what is our goal with Facebook, okay? It's to find a handful of people who are a match, okay, for you, and who are gonna work well with you, okay? There's a lot of tire kickers out there, and you know, we've all been through that. You know, they ask for more info and then they don't do anything. But you want people to join with you, like, you know, when you get people from social media, you want them to join with you. You want people that you feel like, you know, even in person, because remember, this is all online, but in person, I can really be friends with that person. I can go on a vacation with that person. You want to try to get it. You don't always get it to that level, but you know, you want to try to get it as close as you can. You want to work with these people, because you're kind of like, they're going to help you build your business, and you're going to kind of help them build their business. So it's a give and take thing. So you want to get people that you can work well together. And I'm going to be honest with you, when we first started, there was a few people that you know, that signed up with us that I probably wouldn't be friends with in person. They're really nice people, but I didn't, you know, I was kind of new to network marketing myself, and you know, everybody makes mistakes. And like I said, they're not bad people, but you know, just try to jive, and I wasn't doing it right. So that's why you're getting today all of the mistakes, you know, the trial and error that I did. So I want to share it with you, so you don't have to go through that, and it's a lot easier for you. So the first step is to define the person that's perfect, or the perfect person for you. We call that an avatar in marketing. Okay, so we did a lot of testing, and then we finally came down to our avatar is 70. It's male usually, so it's 70% male or 30% female, right? But mostly men. Okay, above the age of 40. Who really work well with us, and that were gravitating towards our marketing, you know, gravitating towards me on social media. So that was, you know, that's a big thing. And you have to understand that you have to have an avatar. So what I want you to do is, I want you to really sit down and ask yourself good questions, like, what type of people do I get along with? What's the age group? Am I looking for people that are going to be full-time or part-time with this? You know, are they married? Just, I know that sounds silly, but it does mean a lot. Are they retired? Are they semi-retired? You know, what do they do? What do they do on their off time? These are all questions you got to like ask yourself and build your avatar. And then those are the people that you want to look for. Now, a lot of you might already have a lot of friends on Facebook. You know, if you have no interaction with them, I don't want to say, you know, but a lot of people do, they clean their page. But what I want to say to you now is, anyone else that like request your friendship, because, you know, with Facebook algorithms, you know, really look at them and see if they're going to be a fit for you. Okay. If you don't think so, then just say, nope, that's okay. All right. Now, another big thing is with avatars is, once you get your avatar down, okay, and you know what kind of people you want to work with, those are the kind of people you want to start looking for. Now, like I said, the big thing is, check them out before you say you approve them as a friend, because like I said, you want to work well with them. But then you want to find an avatar. Once you get good at this, you want to have an avatar in every country, because Facebook, Karatbars is growing, and they're going to need people in other countries, like all these countries for the K merchants, for the ATM machines. So if you can get 1 or 2 people in every country, and this is the way it happens, and they're strong leaders, and they take Karatbars and they go with it, you really don't have to work you don't have to do anything ever again, because they're going to just keep bringing people in, you know, and then they'll have people that are bringing people in, so they don't have to worry about it. So that's why it's a good team thing. So get your avatar. Then once you start building here or wherever, you know, wherever it is you live, then you want to start getting people in other countries, because they're going to need it anyway, eventually. And it's good for you because of the residual income with Karatbars. Now, what I want to say to you is another thing, very important, make sure they're trainable or coachable or whatever you want, you know, let's say trainable, okay? And don't prejudge. Like for us, like I said, our avatar is 70% male, but that doesn't mean I'm going to turn away a 20-year-old. It's just that you know, the people that gravitate towards me are in this age group, and that's just how it is, and the gender and all that. But we have people in our team who are bringing in 20, 21-year-olds, 19-year-olds, and they're working great. They're loving it. They totally get this business. You know, they totally get Karatbars, which is really, really important, because you want to make sure that people that come in understand this business. So you kind of have to educate them a little bit. You don't want people that don't really know what they're, because I've seen this a lot. They don't really know what's going on. They get excited about the gold. They sign up, and then the person kind of like just the person that signed them up, their sponsor, kind of like just drops the ball and doesn't do anything with them, and they don't know what's going on. And they get tired, and they just forget about it. You know, they get pissed off and they're just done. So, you know, you don't want that. You want to build relationships. So you have to ask yourself, with this information I just gave you right now, how would you portray yourself online? Okay. How do you want people to see you? Like, so when you're talking to people, you want to know their pain points. And use those pain points as topics. So like when you do your posts, you want to do that from their perspective, not from your perspective. And another thing, don't talk about, you know, don't bring up Karatbars. There's another big mistake people make, and I just unfriend them right away. I get friend requests a lot. I'll check them out. I'm actually better at this now than I used to be. I'll check them out. And then I accept the friend request. And then within 30 seconds, they're instant messaging me with their link. It's not going to work, because you know what I do? And what most people are going to do? They look at that as like a spammy thing. They just unfriend them. I just unfriend them. I don't even bother anymore. So they're losing, by doing that, they're losing a lot of people. So I'm not saying that you're guilty of that, but people do that. So this is something that you shouldn't do. So you want your posts now, like when you do your Facebook posts every day, you want to keep the posts relatable to your avatars, and you want to be authentic about it. So you have your avatar. So you want to do posts that are geared towards that. You're getting to know these people, you know, their pain points or their trigger words, you want to call it. So you're going to gear posts towards that. And again, don't make it about gold or Karatbars. Just like, for instance, a big trigger with a lot of people is they're not making enough money at their job and they have to work 2 jobs. So what would you do a post about? You would do a post about money freedom. Not about gold, but what the gold is, like, what is the gold if they have the gold? What is the gold or that extra money going to do for them? That's how you want to do the posts, from their perspective, from their pain points. But you don't even have to mention it, because in the end, they don't really care about the gold. And I'll get into that more in a minute, because you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? But yeah, they don't really care about the gold. So you want to be unique too when you do your posts. And that's be yourself, okay? What I'm trying to say is that gold is a feature, but the benefits are the freedom. If they have the gold and they're making money, right? The money freedom, the time freedom. So you want to talk about the benefits, and you want to give it what's in it for them, because in the end, people always, I mean, you too. I mean, if you think about anything you've gone into a store for, you always want to know, like, let's say, I don't know, you want to buy a new refrigerator. What's in it for me? Like, what am I going to get if I get this refrigerator, right? You want the benefits. What's the deal? So that's the same way that's marketing, right? So it's all emotion. It's all psychology also. So remember, gold is the feature, but you want to talk to them about the benefits of having gold, but not about gold, about freedom, money freedom, time freedom, okay? And I just said it before, don't just throw your links at anyone. When you're talking to people, it could take some time because you got to get to know people, but your gut instinct is going to tell you when it's the right time to talk to them about business, right? So for instance, I talk to a lot of people and they'll ask me some questions, they're a little coy sometimes. They don't want to just come right out and ask, but I'll know like instantly with my gut if it's a good time or not to like really get into it. Sometimes I tell people, I don't really have time today because I feel that my gut's telling me they're not really ready. They're not really going to be really serious about it today. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing, and then when the time is right, you'll know. And you'll understand what I'm talking about. So as you do this more and more, as you work on the attraction thing more. Now, when you are doing posts, okay, put amazing value out there for them and don't stop. In other words, don't do some great posts for a week and then stop. You have to be consistent with it. It has to be an everyday thing. And I'm noticing too, like a lot of people, it's like Monday through Friday. But the thing is, people are online 7 days a week. So you want to try to keep it consistent, and you want to keep doing posts with a lot of good value every day, okay? Let's put it this way: the more valuable you are to others, like the more value that you give out, they're gonna seek you out. They're gonna look for you. So value is always a big thing with attraction. With attracting people, you want to do that. You want to give value. Okay. Now another thing is like, love, and comment. Okay, on other people's posts, but be genuine about it. Just don't write anything. The thing is, the reason why you want to do that is because if you want your post to be seen, Facebook wants to make sure you're looking at other people's posts. And also, when you go on your feed, it has news stories, and then I can't do it because I'm on here right now. But when you go to the feed, you'll see they're not the top stories. It's the one right under that. I forget what it's called. But go there and look through there and make sure that on everyone's that you do like, love, and comment something, because the algorithms will pick that up. And like I said, you want your post to be seen. Now, the big thing is, don't do any more than 2 to 3 posts per day. You used to, like a few years ago with Facebook, you could post like 7 to 10 a day. It wouldn't be a big deal. But now with the algorithms, it's just too much. They won't be seen. So the way they have it set up now, 2 to 3 posts is sufficient. Okay. Now the first post you want to do every day is you want to connect with them. So do a post where something about your, maybe the previous night, or maybe some feelings that you're having, maybe something you're trying to work out. I mean, you don't have to get too personal, but just something where it's going to connect with them. The second one should be a value, something that is that's going to help them, right? So remember, value, value, value. And you can make it relatable to business, like for Karatbars, but do it without mentioning Karatbars or gold or crypto or anything like that. Okay, don't mention gold. Okay, try to steer away from that. Now, the third post you do every day, if you see something online that's really good, that's going to help people, and it's from someone else, share it. It's great to share other people's stuff. The algorithms love that too, and your posts will be shown more also, especially if it's irrelevant. So make sure that it's relevant. Now, if your friends list right now is small and you want to build, don't do like 500 people in a day. Okay, take your time. Seek out like 10 people, because like when you go hit friends and, like where you go when you hit like to accept friends, under there, it'll give you the suggestions. Go through those people, because those are like friends of friends of friends of friends. There's like thousands of them there. Go through those people. See if any of them are your avatar. Now, the thing is, you have to go to, there's a few things I want to point out here, because a lot of people don't realize this. If you go to someone's page, right, or they friend request you, and they don't have a picture of themselves, their background's not great, their about me page isn't good. If you can't really get a handle on this person, don't bother. And that's the same thing when you're seeking out 10 people. Go to the about me page, look at it, see what they have on there. the featured photos on their front page, they should be seen, they should be seen. I make my page public. So when people do come in, because people are going to check you out, okay? So when they come check me out, they can see. If you put it on private just for friends, I don't accept people's friends requests that have that. If their setting is just for friends and I can't see anything until I'm friends with them, I don't bother. I just deny it, because what good is it? I don't know if we're going to be compatible. It's the same thing as in person. I wouldn't just be friends with anyone. I mean, I got to get to know people first, right? So if they have it just for friends and it's like really, really private, forget it. Don't even bother. I just breeze past those, okay? Because you have to get to know people. You want to see what they're about. And again, I'm going to tell you something. People do check you out. Now, your featured photos, okay? Those are very important. If you're doing your page and you want to be attractive to someone, Facebook. Like mine, I have pictures of my kids. It's Abe and I, so it shows that we're a family. We have kids. I have a few pictures of myself that I like. And what's great about those is you can change those. I don't have anything about Karatbars, and I don't have anything about gold or crypto or anything. It's all about me. I want people to get to know me, right? Another thing is make sure that your picture is not like your regular photo there. Make sure it's a nice photo of you, a good one, not with like 10 other people in the picture, not of a dog or your dog. Make sure it's you, a nice picture, you're smiling, and then your background, that should always represent something about you also. You can be a little bit creative on that. Have some fun with it. It's your page. I mean, you got to look at it. It's like Facebook, all this stuff. This is like your real estate, so you want to take care of it because you want people to be attracted to you. Remember, you're building your avatar base here. So it's really, really important. Now, the thing is, Facebook has 3 elements, we call it, okay? It's your regular Facebook page, which is probably what you're on now, okay, watching this. Then the second is a like page, okay, for businesses. And then you have the groups where you can have a private group and you can have people come in there. And so we have all that. Like, I don't talk about Karatbars really from my regular page. I mean, I have done videos on it in the past. Most everybody knows some of the Karatbars anyway, so, because I've also asked them to join our like page, which is Begin Gold. So people know that I'm with Karatbars. But I don't do, like, these videos aren't being done from there. They're being done from our like page, and we're sharing it on the group, okay? So what you do is you have your regular page, you make friends there. Then what you can do is eventually, when you feel more comfortable, open up a business page or like page. It used to be a fan page, a like page, business page, but open up a business page. There is when you can talk about gold and crypto. Like if you go on Begin Gold on Facebook, you'll see I do like five to six posts a day. I'm talking all about gold because that's the place where I can talk about gold. That's the place where I can talk about Karatbars. That's where I can let loose about the company. And then we have a group where, if they're Karatbar members, we bring them in there. And that's where we can talk about stuff that's actually really going on with the company, more, because people that don't really know Karatbars, you're not going to want to talk about certain things. So in the group, we could ask questions. It's just a little bit more freer. So those are like we call it the 3 sections of Facebook, okay? Or the 3 elements, I should say. And again, the groups are great because you can openly discuss things about Karatbars, with your team, which is what we do. So look, I hope this helped, guys, because it's really, really important to get your Facebook page up to par, because it is going to help. Now, tomorrow we're going to be talking about other things that have to do with social media, but it's like another aspect of it. So please stay tuned. I don't, if you guys are here and you have any questions, it's a great time to ask it right now. I'm going to give it a few minutes, but remember, if make your page attractive. If you have Karatbars on there, I mean, some people don't care. They want to be seen as Karatbars. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But if you want to attract people that aren't with the company, like new people, then this is really what you have to do. And it really does work, trust me, because once I never spam people, but once I implemented certain things, I realized that, you know, this really does work. So it's totally different than it was years ago when we started, because social media wasn't around. So it's a great tool to use as long as it's used correctly. So I'm gonna head off, okay, because I don't like to make the videos too long. But tomorrow, I promise, we should have the slides, and it'll be more colorful. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.